Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm starting to officially look like a legit YouTuber here. I literally had all this stuff set up in this office, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well put it together. Let's bring it out. If you hear thunderstorm right now outside, so it's going to be a crappy weekend. It's been a crappy day today, and I want to get a video out before the weekend because I'm going to be really busy, and I don't know what the weather is going to be like. But I figured this is a perfect time to talk about the LC. Haven't done anything else to it at this point until after Texas 2K. That's when me and the boys with Jotech are going to finally put the springs on, which I cannot wait. But as you see from the thumbnail, all right, I just want to kind of talk about plans for the LC, and this is where I want your help. Okay, I need some help. I want some input. Um, as you can see, like I love that GT3 race car look, and I think it's something it looks really mean. It looks unique. And the funny thing is, I created that image, and these are all AI. So this is all just text prompts, and once in a while I do work in AI. So I was trying to, just seeing what would come up. And, I was like, man, dude, I kind of nailed it. This is really the look I'm going for, except I know this body kit does not exist. So, let's just put behind the body kit. But the look, um, we got the wheels on. We got the springs are going to get put on here pretty soon. But this is where I need your help on what's next because I'm looking at, I'm probably going to wait and see what the car is going to look like after it's sitting on springs. But then do we do a carbon front lip? Do we do a carbon wing? Both. A chrome delete. I think it definitely needs a chrome delete. That's just going to make the car look so much more sporty. And then what was the other one? Carbon front lip, carbon wing. Oh, and when it comes to a carbon wing, I'm looking at all these different stuff. So all these different companies. But one thing I have not seen on an LC is anybody doing an APR wing on an LC500. Haven't seen it. I even contacted APR this week and said, hey, have you guys made a wing? Have you ever mounted one? They're like, no, we haven't done it yet. They could do one that's custom. And but I'm thinking like maybe like just doing like the GTC 300 wing might. All right, I think it's a perfect width. I just don't know if how the brackets and stuff are going to line up. So when we do go to Jotech, we are going to see, or I'm going to see if they perhaps have a GT 300 APR wing there. If not, I'll just talk to them. We'll get some input and see if that's even capable. But there are some other. Of course, there's some other versions online, but some of them I'm just not really digging too much. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I want that certain look. And a lot of them are like just very subtle. And I understand because of the type of car it is. A lot of people aren't putting like crazy wings and stuff on it. And I don't want to go too crazy. I want it to look, more along the lines like an LFA, or like the thumbnail, like kind of like this. But so there is the wing, the lip, and then looking at if we were to do full ground skirt, like full carbon fiber, like a full. Dang, more thunder. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Or do we want to do like a full carbon fiber body kit? Now, the one thing about the body kits I see for the LC, a lot of them to me, and I haven't seen, it's the problem because with the LC, you don't see many of them in person to kind of like really look at. And, so when I'm looking online, I see the side skirts look very kind of straight. And I think when you look at the body of the LC and it has a nice curvature, I mean, it has like a dang female looking body to it. So when you see that, I think having like a flat looking side skirts take away from the curvature of the body. So I love the Liberty Walk wide body kits. It just looks so freaking mean, but I'm not ready to start cutting up my car right now. So we'll kind of see what that does. I think it definitely going to need a front lip just to keep that front end looking really nice and low. but I don't know yet about the side skirt. So we'll just see, we'll play that beer when we get the car lower to see actually how low it's going to be. Um, and then after that, so we're looking at full exterior mods just to get the car looking proper, that certain look that I want to do. If you notice the yellow tinted headlights, I love that look too. Is it legal? I don't know. I think it is because it's yellow. I don't think it's illegal to have yellow. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below if that's something that you know about. But I did purchase the LC yellow headlight tint, the full tint kit, and it hasn't came in yet, but it's on the way. So I want to put it on. We'll see what it looks like. Is it bright enough? Because I mean, the GT3 race cars can race with it. I'm sure it's bright enough to see at night. And you do see other, I've seen BMWs, guys put them on like M3s, M4s and stuff. So I think it's a mean look, especially on a white car with all, black accents and it's having that yellow pop in the front. Oh man, it looks mean. So we do have that coming. And the other one is going to be, what's the other one? Brake calipers. I already got the paint in for the brake calipers, so we're going to paint that here soon as well. And I went with a gold color. I didn't want to do red because everybody has red. It's just almost factory, nowadays with people doing red calipers. I didn't, I went back and forth with doing some kind of other funky color, but the more I looked at it with the white and the black and the wine color interior, I'm like, gold I think would, with as far as the color scheme goes, I think gold would look really well. And then by the time we do exhaust on the car, then possibly doing like a gold tip that kind of matches. If you notice, if you guys follow DDE, Daily Driven Exotics, the new exhaust that they did on the Senna is, man, I love that color. It's like a frost gold, I think it is. I think it's pretty sure it's Cerakoted. So this is just going to be a caliper wet paint, the G2 caliper paint or whatever that I ordered. And it came in yesterday. But if it doesn't look exactly, the look I kind of want to go for, then we'll probably have them Cerakoted the same color. I love that frost gold, and then doing a frost gold tips on the car for the exhaust. I think, man, just chef's kiss. Other than that, it's just starting off. Like, where do we start? What do we want to go for? Where do we want to start with this? We'll get the car lowered, and then we'll just kind of stand back and go, all right, what's next? Which one of these do we want to tackle first? And then after that, once I get the car looking the way I want to, just having that mean look, then we're going to we'll start with the exhaust. And then with the exhaust, I'm thinking about doing straight pipe, or maybe the Armitrix or Valvetronic system, something like that. I just want the car sounding mean. I mean, when you just crank it up, pow, that thing just pops. Unfortunately, not a lot of people tune in the LC500, so I can't do any bangs and pops and stuff like that. But I've seen enough videos online to where when people are doing like a straight through exhaust, I mean, it does have some, the car has some mean downshift. So I think there's going to be enough pops and bangs just kind of naturally, just by having the straight through exhaust. But yeah. And guys, if you are, if you notice images that I, showed up through, can't talk. So if you notice the images that I popped up through the video, those are all AI. If you want to know how I did those AI images, just comment below and I'll do a whole video to show you how you can go through and how I did it through Midjourney, and then you can create all the AI imagery you want for any car you can think of, just by doing some cool text prompts. I am I do a lot of Photoshop. Been doing Photoshop for, my gosh, 20 years. I could do everything I want to do in Photoshop, and if I wanted to get more precise and exact, I would build it in Photoshop. But since these are just kind of really like just quick text prompts and it gets really close to what I want to see, then these AI images work, well enough to where I don't have to sit there and build out all this stuff in Photoshop and make like the actual vehicle, So Anyways, comment below. Tell me what you think. That's the plans for the car. I really want it looking more along the lines of the thumbnail and some of the images that I showed you in here. And yeah, let's just kind of start there because my mind goes wild. I'm really excited about this. And as we talked before, why I chose this car. I'm doing this car build so it looks different. So when we roll up into Cars and Coffee and we roll up into places, that thing's it's going to look mean. It's going to look like it's a, well over a $64,000 vehicle. I mean, technically brand new, that car is $100,000 is what the sticker was. I think it was 105. But, just the way these cars have depreciated just blows my mind because they are they are freaking phenomenal cars. There's nothing about this car to where I'm like, I wouldn't pay $100,000 for this. Man, I would if I had the funds. Heck yeah, I would. But you don't know that until you really get behind the wheel of that car and you're driving it and you're feeling it and you're looking at it every day and like seeing the quality and the way this car is built. And then you're blown away because wow, coming from a C7Z06, that car, it's fast and it's all brute and power, but man, it squeaks and, it just feels a little squirrely. It's not, it just, it's a fun car. Don't get me wrong. It's an awesome car, but when you're driving it every day, you just feel like, man, if you put about 50,000 miles, 60,000 miles in that car, like that thing is going to be in the shop. And here my car has almost got 50,000 miles, almost 46,000 miles, I want to say is where I'm at. And that car is just so rock solid. So reliability is just, I think it just can't be beat on that Lexus LC. So that's what we're going to do, but that's the plans. But thanks, guys. Let's jump on here real quick. And I know this whole thing behind me, I don't even know what the heck I'm doing with this just yet, but I figured this is going to be my little studio spot when, if there's something that we're going to talk about and we're dealing with some crappy weather, like I am tonight. Eye's still a little funky. That's why I kind of got my hat on. I'm like trying to cover my eye because it's just watering like crazy and it's driving me insane. Yeah, but it is what it is. It's getting better. It's getting there. Okay, it's getting there. It's been a journey. It sucks. But anyways, thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe because I really appreciate it. Let's just grow this thing. Let's grow this community, car culture, all about it, and let's have some fun. Till then, till next time, God bless you guys. Peace.